But make no mistake, writing that stuff is tough.
The play is just perfect.
Nothing is wrong.
Except that it's almost 2 hours.
Too long.
The play is still great, so we need not repeat it.
But you need to be Albert Einstein just to read it.
Now, don't get us wrong. We love William Shakespeare.
But in this new century, he is not very clear.
Yet only in reverence to him, our great hero, do we pull the bard back to our level. 0.
We've shortened the play, changed some names, made it rhyme. No more of that blank verse. We don't think he'd mind.
A rhyming tetrameter is thought quite useful.
But could make the play sound a bit Dr. Seussful.
And what's wrong with that? Why, as sure as we're standing, Seuss is good too, and most folk understand him.
But don't get the notion that the Seussification of Romeo and J is our one main intention.
We never do that.
No, we wouldn't.
Oh, no! And that's why we're bothering telling you so.
A prologue is given to the top of the play.
A paragraph giving the whole plot away.
Our prologue's addressed. Addressed? Our prologue's addressed, so let's watch and see.
It's lamentable.
Horrible.
Gross comedy!
Tragedy.
Verona is the place from where our play was picked. 2 families lived there. And man, were they ticked.
Their ancient grudge match happened before the story, and beacon of hatred and their feuds were gory.
Straight from the loins of those mentioned above, popped Kid 1.
Wah! Wah!
And Kid 2.
It makes melody love.
Kid 1 and Kid 2 each took their life.
As a result of their parental strife, their families to fighting and feuding were fettered, but somehow the deaths of their kids made it better.
Now, we're not saying that taking your life is an antidote to family tumult and strife. That's an idea that sure can make a good set. But in real life, it just doesn't work out well.
So kids, never try this. Forget what you heard. We're trained professionals and we're insured.
Just a reminder, this interpretation takes nothing from Dr. Seuss's inspiration. Our thoughts are our own as I stand alone and play on this xylophone, 8-bell trombone.
In this corner, we have Samson and Gregory from the house of Capitulate. They were born angry. And representing the house of Lord Monotone are Abram and Balthazar, a tenor. Hi. And baritone. Boy.
Excuse me, do you bite your thumb at us, sir?
I did bite my thumb, and it hurts. You see the pus there?
I think your pus mocks us.
Do you have a quarrel?
No, I don't yet. Only this simple moral. We serve Lord Monotone, as you must know. And monotones have on their bellies an O. Nothing's more fashionable. What could be better?
Nothing, except that you picked the wrong leg. Pictures all had an X on there, coming in dummy, crawling and dummy.
Mommy!
Do you mean dummy with the capital D?
Yes, that's what I meant, indeed.
Draw you be mid, egg-bellied fools.
Now you are angry and fool.
A giant brawl started. You wouldn't believe it. Capitulate and Monotone came to see it.
Bring me my long sword, the one that cuts deep. While I'm waiting, I'll yell, Monotone, you're a creep.
You villain capitulate! I'm all the man, and you are the creepiest creep in the land.
The creepiest creep. Does he have a point there?
He's lying, my love. You must never surrender.
Enter the prince, royal and wise.
He's had all he can take from these guys. A crusader for peace, he stops the fight. And
virtue. The crowd all disperses. It's almost past curfew. Only Lord and Mrs. Monotone stay.
Where's our Romeo? I've not seen him all day. Why won't he fight in the brawls like the others?
He spends his time daydreaming. Why should he bother?
Show me a mistress that is passing fair, where I may read who passed that passing fair. She is too fair, too wisely too fair. It must be unfair to be passed at the fair, 'cause fairs, they don't care who's passing them rarely. Even the fair will pass rarely, but barely. My love is fair, stripped fair, cooked rare, but fair Cupid steals my bliss, so I despair.
That was young Romeo, kid number 1. But as you can see, he's not having much fun. Perhaps you could use some red steeple fruit juice. That's the best juice when your mind's on the loose.
It's guaranteed for 10,006 uses, and it's nothing, no, nothing like old Dr. Seuss's. Nor is our play, which can't stand on its own. Just thought we'd remind you before you go home.
Meanwhile, at the capitulate's pad, there's a suitor for Julie, and he's with her dad.
Capitulate, I'm Matthew's daughter. I don't think he'll do. But who could be hotter? Besides, I brought you some peppermint candy. Does he have a point there? I think he'll be dandy. Let's have a banquet. Young man, go and get all these people whose names I've read.
Before I can find all the people and read them, I need to find help from someone who can read them.
'Cause fairs, they don't care who's passing them rarely. Even the fair will pass rarely, but barely. My love is fair, stripped bare and cooked rare, but fair Cupid steals my bliss, so I despair.
Romeo, I know your heart has been broken because on this topic you've endlessly spoken, and I've tried my best to be philanthropic because then you've exhausted the topic. This tether to sadness, I think you must cut, or if you don't, will you just please shut up?
Benvolio, is it so rare to forbear?
Hey buddy, what's up? Can we help you then?
Sure enough, but there's help that I needed. Because I've got this list here and I just can't read it. To find a strong reader is what I've been hoping.
I'll read it to you. It'll keep me from moping. These folks can come to Capitulate's party. Smarty Martino and his boy named Artie, Bronco Buck Billy and Buck Billy Buff, and Lady McDinky McDucky McDuff, Sonny Son Davy and his pal Baloo, John Jimmy Jack Jamerson from Kathmandu, Mercutio Winifred Winnie Waters, Old Uncle Perk and his 96 daughters, Dave from Topeka and Lady Von Ryball, Rosaline Valentine, Livia, Tybalt, anyone named Gordy or Tim or Melissa can come to this bash. If you can't, then we'll miss you. This party sounds great.
Like the best of the best.
If you're not honest, don't come here again.
Romeo, we've got to crush this queen bee. There's sure to be beauties to make them amusing.
This party will never cure my broken heart, but I'll go along with you to take your part.
Meanwhile, back at the Capitulate place, we meet Juliet, full of splendor and grace.
Where's Juliet? Now where can she be? I want my daughter, so bring her to me. Oh, little plum duckling, oh, sweet pudding pie. Where's my fragrant blossom? Come out, don't be shy. Oh, little love monkey, thou sweet chimpanzeezel, answer my call and quit hiding, you weasel! How now? Who calls? Get up off the floor. Your mother, she's waiting just outside the door. Ma'am? Yes, it's I'm your own dearest mother. I've been called the same by your sisters and brother. I meant to say just what I said when I meant that I am your mother, 100%. I suppose this is a moment I'll cherish? Juliet, you are to marry young Paris. But I'm not yet 14. Is there some room for doubt? I married young, and look how I turned out. He's so handsome. He's a man of wax. Here's his picture. He sent us back. We're having a party, and there you shall meet him. He's so delicious, you'll just want to eat him. On their way to the party, Romeo and Romeo meet up with their friends, the Verdeacon First Folio, Carmichael Zanzibar, who's Petruchio, Zip Zip Span, also known as Mercutio.
Now, I think you can see by this point in the play that there isn't a singular possible way that our play could have taken on Sue's attributes. We'd rather put bounceberry beans in our boots.
Forget this girl who will return your affection. Dance with some others to make a new selection.
Yes, Dancer Romeo, we must see you dance. My heart is too heavy. There isn't a chance. You lovesick young dreamer, your dreams aren't exempt. Each man sees a new day, and you aren't exempt. Do you want to live your whole life in a hole? I know what I know, and I'm telling you so. And life should be filled with adventure and bliss. And that's why I'm bothering telling you this.
Suddenly, we're at the party.
And capitulate greets the three at the door.
Good evening, there's plenty to eat. And ladies will dance just like horns on their feet. Confident you're the best feet for dancing. In my words, so you bet I'd be prancing. Why I might dance now? Wait, could that be true? Do I have a point there? I certainly do. And ladies will dance just like horns on their feet. Welcome, young fellows. I recall the day when I were advisor to such a party. Whisper sweet tales in the young lady's ears. Have a good time and enjoy these young years. Wait, that can't be right. Or is it? Tarnation! Blast this infernal recapitulation!